Hey, we are just moments away from the latest Dow Daily Tarot reading for you. Let me give you a little heads up, as I always do. The overall temperature of the reading is tick tock. Yeah, time moving forward. But this is a very special time. It is a time when you are looking for reciprocity, equal give and take in your life. And to do it, to make that leap, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to act in faith. It's a fabulous read. I'll have it all for you coming up in a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Whether you're a first timer, long timer, cross watcher, makes no difference. You are more than welcome to be here. I appreciate the fact that you are. More than words can say. You really kind of keep this thing going. Remember, talking about keeping the thing going, I'm growing this channel. So please like, subscribe, even share. Hit that bell, and that'll put you on the daily feed list so that you will get each and every one of the Tao Daily Tarots. Now, what separates this tarot reading from other tarot readings is a number of things. First of all, I do archetypal readings. I take a look at the images on the card. I only use 8 cards from 4 decks because the Tao is simple. It's the most direct. It is the most simple path that you can take to your life. Alrighty? So I keep it simple. I also focus on energies. I do not do predictions. Predictions are very specific. There are 8 billion people on the planet. I want to help as many people as I can. So I come up with something I call the energetic weather report. What are the energies? What are the frequencies that are circulating around the planet right now, maybe even for the next 48, 72 hours? What are those energies? If you know them, you can then navigate your life more successfully. It's like I said, it's like an energetic weather report. You want to know if it's rainy, if it's sunny, if it's snowy, if there's typhoons or tornadoes or anything. You want to prepare. That's what we do in an energetic way. It is much more functionally usable for you to know what the energetic weather's like, so then you can prepare for it. I give you the power. I also do something called the Hypershuffle. I'll do that in a minute, and I try to get the read in about 10 minutes, give or take a couple, because the cards do ultimately control the length. I might go 11, I might go 12, but I try to keep it close to 10 minutes because you have a lot of things to accomplish in your life, and you have a lot of work ahead of you. So a 10-minute read you can squeeze in almost any time throughout the day, and it's useful to you because it is your energetic weather report. All right? So I mentioned something called the Hypershuffle. How about if I show you? Alrighty, there you go. That is the Hypershuffle. Alrighty? So man, we do have some work ahead of us. Let's see if we can't get to it right now. We begin with the Oracle card, the overall energy here in this energetic weather report. It's tick-tock, tick-tock. What could that possibly mean? Are we running out of time? Are we running on time? We'll find out. But that is the overall feeling, a sense of time. Tick-tock. Okay? So let's move to the side of coming and going energy, and we have the Devil. Alrighty. Tick-tock. You know, we're about 10 days or so away from the full moon lunar eclipse, a total eclipse, by the way, very powerful. It's going to be in Sagittarius, so if you know where the sign of Sagittarius falls in your chart, that's probably going to be the area activated. It'll be at 5 degrees exactly of Sagittarius, so find 5 degrees of Sagittarius in your chart, and you will know which area you're going to be working on. And a full moon means it's stuff coming up from underneath, right? And that may have to do with the Devil. It may be, as you see the 2 people there at his feet, they're chained together. There may indeed be something in the deep recesses of your heart, your mind, your spirit that you're chained to. You can't break free, or you seemingly cannot break free. And that's what is causing the problem. Very often when I see the Devil, it's not a third party. It is the differences in us. It's the dark and light side that we all have. And that's what you're battling right now. And that's why it's important to pay attention to the full moon eclipse, total eclipse, 5 degrees Sag. Find that in your chart. And that's exactly what you're going to be dealing with. That part, wherever that devil energy is, that dark side of you, you're going to be focused on that. We move ahead to the Page of Swords. And as I've said many times, pages always change the storyline. It's like a mystery. And you're headed down the storyline and you think, it's Colonel Mustard in the dining room. And then the page shows up and you go, "What?" It's Mrs. Olive in the kitchen. What? How did that happen? Page of Swords, some new information comes in that may very likely allow you to break that devil energy inside of you. Okay, so that will be coming up. And again, full moon eclipse, and then 2 weeks after that, we have a new moon eclipse in Gemini. That period, that 2-week period, I think you're going to set yourself free from something. So now we move to the Eight of Wands. This ties in very nicely with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords bringing in new information, new insight, something that is significant that gets you to change your thought patterns. And the Eight of Wands is communication. So it could be a message from somebody. It could be just walking down the street, looking in a store window, and something catches your eye, and that changes things. You don't know. But I would suspect it would be some sort of communication, whether it be electronic or verbal, whatever. And that will set you up for this next card, which is the card of pushing, pulling, of course. It's the Three of Wands. You see him looking off into the future, over to the horizon. He's got 3 swords there. He is very, very much focused on what he can do in a collaborative way in terms of making his future more interesting, more exciting, because wands are enthusiasm, passion. And that's what he's looking at. Off into the horizon. How can I make my life have more juju? And that's what you're looking at too, in that specific area. Again, I would look at 5, for the first part, 5 degrees of Sagittarius in your birth chart. That will give you a clue as to what's starting there. And then we move to the first magnifier card. It is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles knows her value. She knows what is important to her. It's not just money, although it could be. But it could also be, how important is your health to you? How important are loving relationships to you? How important is milk chocolate to you? Now, you may think I'm making a joke, but I know people who actually love chocolate. And they have some sort of an emotional connection there, right? So the Queen of Pentacles knows what's important, knows what her values are. I suspect if you do not yet at this point have a clear definition of what is important to you, these eclipses, this eclipse season is going to clear that up for you quite nicely. We move to the second magnifier card. It is the Fool. Now, a lot of people say, well, look at this guy's just kind of nuts. He's out there. What the heck? Well, take a look at the number at the top. It is a 0. It's the beginning of the major arcana. This guy has a clean slate. As far as he's concerned, ain't nothing behind him. He's just dealing with the now and the future. And most important, he has faith. This is not a card to take lightly. And it may be in the end, during this eclipse season, what you need to exercise. Faith. The messages that you get, the feelings that you get, the directions you pick up on, you may ultimately have to follow strictly on faith. And the final card is from the Vice Versa deck, and it is reverse, the idea of equal reciprocity, the 6 of Pentacles, an equal give and take. That's what you're looking for in your life. Right now, you're not finding it because it's reversed, but that is what you are looking for. Let me get as good as I give for a change, because I've been shortchanged for a long time. Just give equally to me as I give to you. And that may be in a very general sense, life in general, people, specific people in general. But that's what you're going after, this idea of reciprocity. And again, we go back to the basic card, the overall temperature card for this read, tick-tock. Time is ticking. And I don't mean that it's necessarily running out on you, although for all of us it usually does. But we're talking about the eclipse season, I believe. That 2-week period from the 26th of this month, I think, to the 10th or 11th of June. You got the full moon eclipse and the new moon eclipse. Tick-tock. Time is moving forward. You move with it in faith. That, my friend, is a fabulous read. That's real positive and focused. So, that wraps up the read for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and remember, I'm here 365 days a year. I do a brand new read every single day. So you can join me tomorrow. If you can't, well, you know where to find me. And between now and the next time you and I have a chance to sit down and talk tarot together, blessings.